look at that number. Look at the juniors, race walkers. Huge interest shown towards this competition, this event, especially with number 235. That is Yogita of Haryana in the end. And all smiles on the face. No fear. Well, that is what we all want to watch on screen. 5,000-meter race walk. Women have been guided by the technical officials to go towards the start line. Post this, we have, after this competition, we have 110 hurdle for decathletes and also junior men round 1 is a qualifying round in 110 hurdles. We have triple jump junior men at 8 o'clock. It's a qualification round. And 100-meter hurdle, junior women heptathlon. All the combined events are being held in the morning mostly. Discus throw for decathletes and 100-meter hurdle junior women round 1 as well.
So the long train that you see is the athletes coming for the 5,000 meters in the discipline where they are. This is what Indian athletics is all about. Just like the other well-known athletics worldwide. So, and you have the national record in the name of Manisha. And please look out for Manisha. She is in bid number 722 here. Manisha, who holds the present world national record. From Rajasthan, 23 minutes 43.58 seconds. It was established again last year at Bhubaneswar. So please look out for Manisha. There you see on the screen Manisha in the black and purple outfit. She had clocked 23 minutes 43.58 seconds. And also we have Payal of Haryana. 24 minutes 07.00 was her personal best timing. And we have Nayana Bibi, Prachi Adhare, and Kushdeep Kaur. These are the main athletes to look out for, even though we have other athletes, but then these athletes are the main to be looked out. And the Asian Junior qualification mark is 22 minutes 41.50 seconds. So it's going to be a tough call for the women 5,000 meters to qualify. Let's see whether the top names can do it.
Absolutely, we were witnessing Nitin Gupta in men's race walk, the national record holder himself competing, and also he bettered the national record. So is that the same that's going to repeat here in women's race walk as well? Manisha, who is the national record holder with 23 minutes 43 seconds, is there going to be a history set, both in men and women's race walk, a new national record being set? So Manisha it is who is also taking part. There she is, Manisha on the screen. What is the kind of training that for a 5,000-meter race walker goes through? Is it just like for a long-distance runner we go for a cross-country endurance building? But what does a walker train like is my always curiosity that builds up. Being a long-distance runner, but looking at a long-distance race walker, I always have that curiosity. What kind of endurance training do they do? Is it similar to what we do in long distance?
Yeah, Bharti, that is a good question here. There is a similarity, but then the strain that the walkers have is more than that the athletes have. Because most of the elite walkers that we see, they have the hyperextension of the knee, and that is not good in the long run actually. Most of the elite walkers, you see that hyperextension, that is just because of the knee extension that they stress on. And while we speak, we see our record holder Manisha just crossed by the screen, Manisha. And there is Payal in bib number 243. They're in the black outfit, that's Payal, the full black outfit. So these athletes, they know they are going to create something and they come in that style. You see,
I was about to say that, Abhilash, women today, very stylish to the times that we used to compete. It was the regular sandals that women used to come up with. But look at the girl there in the end, on shades on her head. And a lot of athletes now wear the style with confidence. That is what it is, the worldview you're watching. on the screen. Sun is just coming up as we watch. Beautiful view for us here at Tumkur. You're watching Mahatma Gandhi Stadium's bird view. I was talking about race walk women as they have lined up. I just love the way they carry themselves, juniors especially. Shades is always on, confidence is always high, and I'm just waiting for Manisha. Is she going to, just like Nitin Gupta, create a national record here in her own name or better it?
Yeah, let's hope for the best in the women 5,000 meters. But then that was a beautiful view of the city, Tumkur. And the place from where we sit at the commentator's table, I can see the sun rising between those mountains there. And there you can see the national record holder in bid number 722, that is the national record holder, Manisha. She looks so simple. And that in bid number 243 is Payal, who has the second best timing as of now from Haryana. So the two main athletes here. And this sunrise, wonderful view of the sunrise, and my co-commentator Bharti has taken a very good photograph of the sunrise. It looks wonderful. And you can see the chief officials explaining to the athletes regarding the fouls and the cards that they might be showing, so that these athletes get acquainted what they are being shown. Anyway, these at this level, at the national level, these athletes will be knowing it, but then that's the duty of the officials to make them acquainted with all the latest rules and some pro cards and all. But there you see 722, the national record, and that is a beautiful view of the sun rising between the mountains. Picture perfect, just like the children used to draw in the earlier days, sun rising between two mountains. And this is a view that only our birdie can bring it, and our cameraman with the birdie is doing a beautiful job showing it.
Yeah, it's just picture perfect. It's eye-soothing to watch. I hope the Surya God just shows some, favor today. Look at that fog between the mountains. I hope the weather just stays on the same the whole day. I just don't mind having a Bangalore kind of a chill weather here in Tumkur. But that's a dream because it's summer and can't expect much. As of now, it's all still foggy and very scenic. Very postcard perfect kind of a picture that was between the mountains. Like kids, when we were kids, we were drawing sun between the mountains. That was actually what we saw. Women's race walk getting ready. It starts at 6:25. 3 more minutes to go.
So those athletes getting ready now. As Bharti clearly said, 3 more minutes and we shall stop on 6:25. 6:25 a.m. is the time for the women's 5,000 meters. And I hope, just as in the 5,000 meters race walk, where we saw a new national record in the name of Nitin Gupta, he eclipsed his own record, which stood at 19 minutes 24 seconds to 18 minutes 54. So that is sub 19 minutes for an Indian walker in the 5,000 meters under 3 category. So that is something that is history. And let's see if the women race walkers can qualify, because the national record is 23 minutes 43.58 seconds, and that is way above the Asian Junior qualifying mark. So it would be very hard for them to qualify. Let's see if they can bring the Asian qualifying mark. Anyway, we are just around 2.5 minutes away from the start of the 5,000 meters race walk. And ladies and all the viewers watching this live, may I also inform you that we will be having the finals of the shot put junior women, which is slated at 8:20 a.m. and also the finals of the hammer throw men, which is slated at 9:40. So those who are watching this live and those who are keen about the shot put and hammer throw, please be glued on. And there you can see on the screen, and to update, it is Bharti.
I just love the look of bid number 235, that is Yogita representing Haryana, Haryanvi girl. And look at the attitude that she carries, the body language, just love it. This is what I expect from each athlete from every state, to be confident on the track before the start line, even after the race. Just be the same. And sometimes we see, especially in 100-meter start or in sprint events, the faces you should see the stress on their face. This looks more chill to me. And I was also asking you about how the training conditions work like for walkers and especially women. I have serious doubts of mine. That's the lineup. Two stagger starts. And they're going to join. Well, that was the start of women's 5,000-meter race walk. National record, Manisha with a timing of 23 minutes 43.58 seconds created in 2025 last year at Bhubaneswar. And Manisha herself is participating today. And Asian Junior qualifying mark is 22 minutes 41.50 minutes. Well, 23 is the national record, but the expectation for qualification is 22 minutes. That's a task here. Like I said already, there are a total of 23 participants. Now there you go, the second bunch also joins. And in the lead, you can see the purple shorts girl. That's Manisha for you guys. Keep a watch on her. And she sets the pace right. And next to her, bib number second best timing is bib number 243. She's in the lead right now. Payal, Haryana girl. I think what I was looking at was that Payal before. No, that was Yogita who was wearing the shades, but it is Payal who is carrying the second best timing right now. But look at the athletes struggling in lane number 2 and lane number 3 yet. But I'm sure they don't want to continue the same in the rest of the competition, because that's going to add on a lot of distance for them. Being a walker, because being a runner, I remember we telling that try to stick on to lane number 1. And when it comes to walking, bib number 903, I feel like, is that a bouncing or is that a kind of jogging is what I feel, because look at that action. Bib number 903 in lane number 2, the last end girl, that is Divya Chaudhary representing Uttar Pradesh. You never know until we can only watch the technical officials take a call on that. But I don't want to be the odd man out here talking the technicalities of it. But in the lead, the train just started adding the extra bogies, I feel. But there is another bunch who still wants to make it to the lead. That's a very good move from bib number 732, Lalita Kileri of Rajasthan. Excited, and she wants to hold on to the pace from the start. So that is why the girls are fighting to make their way, make a place in the bunch, and then there's going to be a long straight line. As of now, they're still trying to get into that bunch to form a line.
Yeah, and it's too early a stage now to comment anything on the results, but then as of now it is a 1099 Simran Hussain of Uttarakhand, who is in the lead, the girl with the shade, another girl apart from Yogita, who is in the shades here. Anyway, as of now it is Simran Hussain, but then close on the heel is Manisha, just behind her, bib number 722, and they are being closely followed by Payal, who is in bib number 243. So these are the lead athletes here, and you should also look out for bib 3. There she is. I beg your pardon, if it is a 523, or it was a 323 in the 4th place. I think it is 323 Prachi Andheri from Maharashtra. She also has one of the best timings in the women 5,000 meters. Her previous best being 26 minutes 12.00 seconds. That is Prachi Andheri in the 4th place. And it seems it is Prachi Andheri just behind the Payal.
Well. As we talk about Manisha and she's from Rajasthan, we see many athletes, not just in this race walk, competing from Uttarakhand. Well, I have been to Uttarakhand, I think last year for the National Games. What a place that is for athletes. It's in heaven for long distance runners, especially. We've seen many international athletes come up from Uttarakhand and participate. There was an yellow card that was displayed to an athlete. I'm not sure if it was for bib number 737 that was shown. It was for Riya Rathod of Rajasthan, and a yellow card, that is a warning. I was talking about Uttarakhand. I have seen many long distance. In fact, steeplechaser Ankita is from Uttarakhand. Many 5,000 meter Pritam Ben and many other athletes. Uttarakhand is a place high altitude, good weather, chilled, and even a walker here participating is from Uttarakhand. And also the government supports humongously when it comes to, well, in the lead right now, there's a shift in the position right now. Bib number 243 has taken the turn, and Payal it is right now in the lead. She was actually in third position, and Simran was leading, but Simran is currently in second. Payal in the lead. Payal is going for a water break, I believe, and following her is Simran, both of them. But Manisha sticks on. Hopefully they should not throw the water bottle on the track. That is all I hope for, because there are some athletes with that crooked, there is an yellow for warning for, Payal as well.
Earlier in the previous days, we talked about the caps of the bottles being thrown on the track, but then it has learned that these bottles cannot be given open due to the doping issues. So it is always locked and closed. Open glasses or open bottles of water cannot be given. So that is something there. So that's why they are being given locked bottles, and these athletes have to open it and then drink it just to avoid the doping issues actually. Anyway, India is progressing so nicely in athletics, and in the last few years we have seen some prominent performances by Indian athletes. And anyway, coming back to this race, it is a pile of Haryana in bib number 243 who is leading, and she has extended the lead well over 10 to 20 meters, just in front of Simran. And the national record holder Manisha is in the third place. I don't know, Manisha, does she have any particular plans of so or so, but now she's been pushed to fourth place, and Payal is just rushing forward, but then it's too early a phase because this is a 12.5 rounds affair, and we like just around 3 or 4 laps over now, so there is still more time. And on your screen now you can see 1133, that is Sanchita Ram of West Bengal on your screen, and then you have 470 Niranjana, the girl from Kerala.
Well, on the screen it is in the lead. Payal, a very good action is what it looks like, bouncy when we watch Payal on the screen, because I'm not sure what is right, whether it is the right way of the walk that because I also saw a technical official showing her a yellow card, which means, is there another yellow card? Yes, it is. So Payal was trying to, they also have some strategies, I think, in the curve when there is no technical officials try to catch up with the pace. But second and third, you think there is some strategy by the national record holder, because I see she's currently Manisha in the fourth place. There's a huge gap between the first, from first place to Simran in the second position with the shades on. But I'm sure Payal has some plan as well to keep up with this pace.
Anyway, these athletes know what is best for them, and they have been training this thing for a quite long time. So they know when to accelerate, they know when to maintain, and then they know when to decelerate. So this is one thing that they always know it.
So looking at the time, 8 minutes have passed by, and I think there is 8 more laps to go, because the timing, record timing is going to be 23 minutes, which is national record, but the Asian Junior qualification is 22 minutes 41 seconds. With this pace, I feel the race is going slower comparatively, but I was hoping for a record, at least a meet record, but I doubt in this competition.
So this is what I was referring to. They were given locked bottles, and they have to open the seal, and that is sealed bottles actually. And there are volunteers, those who clear the track. so that it does not create an hindrance to the other athletes.
After experience of men's race walk, I think the technical officials and volunteers also have come up with a plan, having a lot of dustbins kept in the left and right side of the walk arena. But on the screen, it is pile all the way and looks very confident. I'm sure there is some upset that is going to happen today in this women's race walk, wherein Payal has decided to take lead from the start. I'm sure she has the plan of winning, but our national record holder is walking with Simran right now. Manisha and Simran are sticking together.
पापा जी काम से चिल्ला लगी
So there you see a bib number 237 in the on the front of the screen. That is Pooja of Haryana, but the lead athlete 243 there in the middle of your screen.
The bib number 237 athlete looks very young, and her expression was like, why did I even choose this competition? Why did I even choose this event? I feel I'm sure this would be the last competition she'll be taking a race walk. I feel the expression that we saw from the youngster there. Because they are getting lapped, right? They are getting overtaken so many times. They feel because these are all athletes who are professional, they're trained. But when you look at the amateurs now who would have just started and they're getting overlapped, that is a kind of demotivation. I hope they don't give up on this race walk and continue to. What is the next alternate, if not race walk, for these athletes who just started? I think they are going to shift to cross country or a long distance event.
No, I don't think they are going to do that because that this might not be the that might be her exercise if you're talking about 237, but that might be a natural expression when she is walking, and she seems to be very young, and maybe she will learn from her experiences. These are the way you learn actually. You learn from your experiences, and so I don't think there's any harm. Maybe she'll be facing 5 losses, 10 losses, 12 losses, umpteen number or anything number of losses, but then it's not an issue. But then on your screen now you can see Payal of Haryana, who is in the lead. Payal, there she's taken the lead quite early in the race, and just behind Payal we have Simran Gosain, that is 1099. Simran Gosain in the shades, and in the 4th place is the record holder Manisha. So let's see if Manisha can overtake all these athletes and retain her position, or is it going all the way to Payal?
Well, we were talking about athletes, young athletes who will not be able to win, but they still stick on to this event. Tell me about it. How many events, how many competitions in our time we have gone and still come back empty-handed? Not every competition was colorful, and not every competition was a winning competition. But still, the experience that matters, the platform that we got matters. So that is what it is all about in the junior section. Athlete experience. It is not just about the performance on the track. From the time they carry the bag and leave home, every moment is an experience for them, and that is a life learning lesson for them. On the screen, it is bib number 243 Payal still in the lead. Bib number 529, Ranjana Yadav. I think she's been lapped already, but she's still trying to catch up with the lead athlete, because that is kind of giving her a josh, kind of giving her a pace to catch up with the lead athlete, though she's been overtaken one lap ahead. But in the second position right now, Manisha is slightly catching up and coming ahead. I feel Manisha is in the second position, bib number 722. That is Manisha in second, or is it going to be 1099? Simran it is. Simran, shoulder to shoulder right now. Simran has actually covered almost 20 meters that Payal had previously taken a lead. But now it is Simran and Payal I'm doubting now whether Manisha will be able to catch up when we are almost just 5 or 4 laps to go.
I feel Manisha has a plan for herself. And as of now, it is Payal and Simran the same. Simran had her shades on. I don't know what happened to her shades. It has come off or has she thrown it away? Anyway, and there you can see the screen where they are marking the fouls that has been given to the athletes. And this is what how it goes actually. The 5,000 meters or the 20,000 meters race walk.
I'm also looking at their foot. Is that the spikes that they are wearing, or is that the shoes that they are comfortable with? And is it like compulsory for them to be in the shoes? Or I think on the road, if they are walking, shoes are comfortable. But here also, I can clearly see these are shoes that have a very good cushioned kind of a shoes. Now we have different brands. And yes, these are the shoes the race walkers are using and not the spikes.
Yeah, but when you talk about the shoes, actually, the World Athletics have banned certain types of shoes from being used in the athletics because of the extra bounce that they give. So the thickness of the soles and all that counts a lot. And this would be checked at the call room before they are coming. So and even the officials also. I don't think, there you see 529, but then she's not in the lead scenes. 529, it is Ranjana Yadav. And I think Payal has been given a foul and been taken to the box there. Payal, she's standing in the box, so she's been penalized now.
Oh yes, that is also part of it. I forgot to update the viewers. So when there is a kind of violation, they get a time period of a minute. That is like a punishment that you need to just stop the race for that. It is not total disqualification. They just stand there for that moment. That is for so many minutes. I will get back to you with what is the timing that they have to hold on there in that compartment or that arena. Meanwhile, we can see Simran taking advantage of that penalization to Payal, and Simran just takes off now. This is the time, make hay when sun shines. So that is how it works. Simran all the way moving ahead. And I also have a feeling that bid number 230, Ritika of Haryana, is in the second position. And we see Manisha going across towards the water point. But right now it is... Manisha is still on the track. It was Yogita who went for a water break. Simran is sticking on in second position. In the lead actually is Simran, but with number 529, Ranjana Yadav has already been lapped, but she is trying to lead the competition right now for the lead athlete. She is helping, in fact, Ranjana, but she's already been overtaken with 1 lap lead. Ritika, it is in the third position. As of now, if you see on the screen, is Ritika actually in this, competition-wise second place? And we see Yogita also right behind her. But the lead athletes, to my knowledge, as of now, is just Simran Hussain from Uttarakhand. Simran, it is all the way as of now. And the timing on the screen, if you're looking, it is almost crossing 18 minutes, and they still have 2 more laps to go, I think. 3 laps to go. On the screen, we can witness 3 laps. So there you go, my hopes of national record. Because 23 minutes is the national record, 22 minutes is the qualifying for Asian, and already we have crossed 18. 3 more laps to go for the lead athlete. Well, we can just hope that the Uttarakhand girl, Simran, does the best for her, personal best maybe for herself, but only hope that national record can be touched upon, even thought of.
It is around 2 minutes per lap. That's what we see. So if it goes in the same way, it is around 23-24 minutes that they will be taking to complete this race. Now you see Simran taking the water bottle from 529. That is a sportsmanship there. But she did not drink. She just wanted to wet her hands and mouth. But But then Manisha is there behind. Simran is leading. Manisha is there. And where is Payal? Has Payal come back? I don't know Payal, where is she now? Because she was penalized. And there you can see Yogita also. Bib number 235, that is Yogita on the shades on head. This is 230 for you. 230 is.
Ritika is in 230, but when we see Ritika from the bird view, it looks like she's jogging. But when we see like from the side angle, it is still going straight. That's how it is. We were looking at athletes, because of the humid, they can just wet their hands. There are different ways of how they would have trained for themselves. Some pour water on their head to keep themselves cool. They don't put it in their body water, but they want to just shower on top to keep light.
So with two more rounds remaining for the lead walkers. And Manisha is way behind. I don't know, Manisha, does she have a plan for herself, or has she given up, or is she in the best of her forms? I don't know. We were expecting something to happen from Manisha, but that is not happening till now. Just two rounds remaining, and we can see these athletes here: 1099, 529, and 235 in the front.
Surprisingly, Yogita was all the time behind. I think somewhere in fifth or sixth. And now you can see sticking on to the leading bunch. Yogita is of Haryana, right behind Simran from Uttarakhand. So all the Haryana, Uttarakhand athletes are comfortable in their lungs, I feel, in this long distance race walking because of the altitude that they trained in. Simran and Yogita, I think the pace is eventually just picked up over the last two laps. As I head towards Simran's face and Yogita's face looks a little struggling. How do you tell the other athlete, hello, I'm coming, can you just give me some way, I want to overtake? Because in run, it is understood you will just speed up and overtake. But in walk, was there something that Yogita is trying to communicate? Because that was just a way of saying come on for herself.
As I said, when you walk, when you run, you understand. And walking walkers also, they understand when the other person is trying to overtake. And they will use their body and all. That is there in normal way. So anyway, these athletes from Uttarakhand and Rajasthan, they have this high oxygen carrying capacity. So they do it very good. Now it is the last round for the lead athlete. And 529, she is in the lead. That is good.
Well, Yogita all the way, and now she was all excited. Even before coach can scream for her, she was screaming for herself, saying, yes, I'm going to lead. Because then she realized it's the last lap, and then she realized this is the time I'm going to pick it up. But timing, in terms of timing, look at her taking some kind of energy with that loud scream. It's exciting to watch women fighting it out. Shoulder to shoulder, bib number 529 there. Ranjita Yadav still not giving up on that. Ranjita Yadav it is Ranjana Yadav of Madhya Pradesh still going ahead, and somewhere down the lane, I don't think Yogita is going to give up on that.
So Ranjana Yadav 529 of Madhya Pradesh in the lead as of now, and she was nowhere in the top 5 in the initial stage, but now she is doing a very good job. And the lead walkers, Payal and Manisha, are nowhere to be seen. And if you see the timing of the screen, it is already 22.54. It means that there is no qualification for the Asian Junior. But then let's see whether the record can be broken. It is 23 minutes 43.58. That is the national record. And now you can see Ranjana Yadav 529 heading towards the finish, and she has the national record at stake. Let's see whether it can be broken. But I don't believe the time on the screen. I don't know whether it's correct or not. And that is Ranjana Yadav finishing in some style, followed by Yogita in the second place.
Well, spectacular finish for Ranjana Yadav. This is when I say it as Chupa Rustam. All the audience also had a huge clap for her. So which means there is some special good news for us from Ranjana Yadav. We'll wait. Now Manisha looks like she finished third, and also bib number 230 Ritika also finishing from Haryana. But I'll have to officially wait to announce the results. national records are coming for sure. I'm just waiting for official timing for sure. So I'm happy. In men's, it was Nitin Gupta, who is a national record holder, who upheld his own name and rewrites it. But in women's category, there's a new athlete, star that is born today. Well, that is Ranjana Yadav, because initially I think first 5-6 laps you were nowhere on the screen, somewhere right behind. But as we saw Payal being penalized for technicalities, that is when Ranjana realized, okay, this is the time, make it or break it kind of a deal. And Ranjana and Yogita, from then on, I think 8 laps to go or something, then that is when the partnership kicked off. Yogita was all the time leading, and Ranjana was making a strategy, I believe. And in the end, there you go on the screen. The timing, for me it is timing. Ranjana Yadav of Madhya Pradesh winning her first place with a timing of 23 minutes 22.12, which is a national record, because national record previously was 23.43 seconds, now it is 23.22 seconds by Ranjana. In second, it is Yogita of Haryana winning the second position.
And she has also bettered the national record, 23 point something, that is bettered the national record. And coming third was Manisha, and she was not able to keep up the timing of the national record that is set. 23 minutes 43.94 is what she clocked today. But anyway, this was a very good race with the new hero being born, Ranjana Yadav, and she coming into the fair four with a new record-breaking performance. That was a wonderful run by the girl from Madhya Pradesh, Ranjana Yadav. Wonderful effort by them. And I said run, it is I just beg your pardon, it was a walk. And
so I was just looking at Manisha's results. Manisha from Rajasthan finishing 23.43 seconds. Does she also qualify for this?
No one has qualified for the Asian Championships. No one. But then only two athletes, Ranjana Yadav and Yogita, have bettered the meet record, national record. Manisha does not better the national record because it's 94. Her national record was 58.58.
Well, Simran were all the way leading the race for some time, and now we see in the results Simran finishing fourth. But who knew Yogita and Rachna came as a surprise to us? Rising star today, Ranjana Yadav of Madhya Pradesh with a national record. I sometimes feel, how does Manisha, who was a previous national record holder, it was just minutes before national record holder, now she becomes the previous national record holder. When she goes back home, how is